recorded.
All right. Hello and welcome to this morning's meditation time. Our word for today is gratitude. And so as you begin to get comfortable where you are seated or where you're even still maybe lying down, just settle in and close your eyes and start to find a nice, even rhythm of breath. And I love thinking and talking about gratitude. We oftentimes, especially in the U.S., think that gratitude is held to this one time of the year, that it's connected to this one event on the calendar. But really and truly, it needs to be a mindset. It needs to be a reflection in our spirit on a regular basis. And not just because it's good, but because it's good for us. So as you settle in, I just want to share with you some reasons why we should have a gratitude-focused practice. There is actually scientific research that says that gratitude can boost our immune system. It can lower blood pressure. We know it drastically can affect our mood, and it also can radically change your sleep patterns. But how? How does that happen? It's not a matter of just saying thank you all the time, but it really is fostering this spirit of gratitude within us. And a really, really cool effect that scientists have found these last several years is that it can slow down the effects of aging on our brain. You know, we practice physical yoga to slow down the effects of aging on our physical body. So what a beautiful gift to do the same thing for our brain. And so what I want us to do is, as we settle in, we're going to really try to activate this parasympathetic nervous system, the part of us that is connected to the rest and digest. And when that part is activated, it lessens our inclination to go to that fight or flight, to let those things stay calm, and to keep the parts that are soft within us activated. There's a quote that says, if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is a prayer of thank you, then it will be enough. And so as we begin just to find our quiet time together this morning, I want to share with you a practice that we've started at our house this year. Because number one, I believe it's good for us, but number two, I really want to just begin to see the effects of how it is for us personally, how it affects our sleep patterns, and how it affects us relationally. So we have a journal right next to the bed, and we've committed that every night, before we turn the light off and say goodnight, we'll each just have one statement of something from that day that we're grateful for. It doesn't have to be something big and grand or some giant thing that's happened in our life. It can be the tiniest thing, just something that we can recall from the 24 hours that are ending that we're grateful for. And I'm so excited to be able to go back later on and go on to a certain day of the month and just read what we're grateful for on January the 26th and go, and remember whatever it was that happened that day, instead of recalling the things that frustrate us and the things that make us tired or disappointed. And so we're doing that as a way to activate our parasympathetic nervous system right before we go to bed. And I believe what the researchers say. I believe it will affect our sleep patterns. I believe it'll affect our mood when we wake up in the morning. And then it will affect us relationally as we do this together. So however that looks in your own personal life, I encourage you, find a gratitude practice. Find a way that you can express appreciation at some point every single day. Maybe you write it down, maybe you don't. Maybe you set an alarm on your watch or on your phone that says at noon every day, pause, think of something I'm grateful for. So figure out a way that it can work for you, and let's start that path here and now. So as you allow your shoulders just to draw down, your neck to be long, your head to reach up high, breathe in nice and slowly. And as you breathe out, we are thankful for the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. We are thankful for that life-giving force that fills us up with the energy we need. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're thankful for the chance to release what we don't need. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're thankful for the chance to be still and quiet for just a few minutes of our day. And so as we sit quietly together, we'll share the space collectively, but each of us individually, just think for a second, what am I grateful for from yesterday? Maybe as you woke up this morning, you're thankful that you had a restful night's sleep because maybe you haven't had those for a while. Maybe you're thankful as you woke up, you heard the birds chirping and it just made you feel good. Maybe something good happened, a phone call, a text, something in the mail that came that made you smile. Just think while we're quiet. The last 24 hours, what am I grateful for? And don't think of the big, grand things. Think of the tiny stuff. The catching all the green lights while you're running your errands so your day just felt a little more flowing and not stopping and stopping and stopping. It's the little things. So let's sit together quietly. Each of us reflecting on the things that we're grateful for, and each of us boosting our immune system, slowing down the effects of aging on our brain, and allowing our blood pressure to calm just a little bit. And as our attention comes back to the space that we're sharing together, let's go back to the breath. Because no matter what each day holds, what happens during the day, in our control and out of our control, the one thing that we can always come back to is being grateful for the breath. Because not only does it fill us up with life, but it allows us to calm our physiological selves, the emotional side, the mental side, the physical side, and to reset before we head into the next whatever there is in the moments to come. So let's breathe in deeply. Breathe out. We are grateful for the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're grateful for the calming effect it can have on us. And breathe in. And breathe out. Be grateful for the life-giving force that takes us from this present moment right into the next. Gratitude. Let it be the focus of your day. Find a practice. Give yourself a reminder. And at the end of the day, realize you just helped to make yourself a little bit healthier. Namaste.